Hi, thank you for joining our Power Hour series for Tech 101. My name is Sue Bernardin, and I'm the Associate Director of Gift Planning at St. John's University. As you may know, the Power Hour series was created to bring St. John's faculty, alumni, and friends to the comfort of your home while exploring a diverse range of topics relating to different industries, providing entertainment, and more. And today we are super excited that you're joining us for our Tech 101. We are going to have our gift planning team, which consists of Nicole Ziegler, Jason Wright, and Fatima Bouillon, and we're going to go through the steps and sort of provide you with tips that I hope might be of use. So I'm going to share my screen and we're going to get started. So welcome to Tech 101. Today we're going to go through, here's our program outline for today. I will go through how to register for an event on Webex and Zoom. Jason will then take the ropes and go through iPhone tips, how to create a Gmail account, as well as Facebook pages and groups. Nicole will take over and then go through the Android phone tips, and Fatima will go through the New York State Excelsior app, as well as our Instagram pages. And then we will have time for some Q&A. So to get started, I wanted to share with you our Power Hour series webpage. If you haven't had a chance to visit our webpage, here it is. You can use the shortened URL, www.stjohns.edu/powerhour, and it will bring you to our homepage. So this is the Power Hour series page. This is where you can locate all of our upcoming events as well as our past events library. Our events library will lead you to our YouTube channel, which consists of all of our Power Hours that we've had throughout the year, as well as our Hello From videos and anything that you can see on our weekly e-newsletter. So you can go through each category and just expand it, collapse it. Every link will lead you to our YouTube channel, which you can find here. I'm going to show you right here, our YouTube channel, which is right here. And from here, you can either click on the video to view it or go through the playlist, whichever might be of interest to you. From there, from the Power Hours, if you're interested in attending an event, you can click Join Us, and then all of our upcoming events will be posted here. So here's Tech 101. The other site that I'm going to share with you is the St. John's events page. So if you're ever interested in finding out what St. John's events are upcoming, you can simply type in sju.quadweb.site/events. From there, it will bring you to the alumni events page. And from here, you can scroll through the boxes and see which events might be of interest to you. Today, I'm going to show you an event that we're going to have upcoming. So it's going to be the New Jersey Alumni Barbecue. From there, if you click on the event itself, it will lead you to its event page. And every page on the St. John's website has its own event page. So every event will have its own event page. This allows you to register for an event. It allows you to read through the overview, who is hosting. You can see who is attending the event as well, who is going, the gallery, if it's provided. And at the bottom, this is where you would sort of check out and purchase a ticket. If an event is complimentary, or if it has a $sign, you would still have to enter a number. So you would enter 1, and then the checkout button will be highlighted. Would you like to add an additional guest or make a donation? Feel free to enter that number as well, and then you would check out. You would follow through the steps of entering your first name, last name, whatever information is requested of you, and then press complete. Once you press complete, you will receive an email confirmation that states that you've purchased a ticket, and then that would be good for the event itself. So therefore, you've completed the registration process. For events that might go through Webex, you would click on the event itself, like we did similar to the event that I just showed you, and it would bring you directly to the Webex website. From there, you will click on the left-hand side where the red arrow is register. So when you click register, a new screen will pop up, and it will request for you to complete the fields. Most of the fields that you complete will sort of assist us in figuring out who you are and your email address. So if you fill out all of that and you press submit, you will receive an email confirmation such as this registration confirmation, as well as an email confirmation. Then on the day of, when you are ready to join the event, you would simply go back to that email or the email reminders that will have been sent to you prior to the event, click on the Join Now button from your email, and then it will lead you to this Webex page. From here, you simply click on complete your first name, last name, email address, and the password, which should be pre-populated. And then you would click Join Now. It's a little tricky with Webex because there's a two-step process to Webex. And I feel this is where it gets tricky for a lot of people, including myself. So it takes a little bit of practice, but once you get the hang of it, it will be flawless. So when you get to this page, it says step 1 of 2. I highly recommend that you just simply scroll all the way down on your web browser and run a temporary application. This means that it will not install the Webex application on your phone. It will speed up things. So once you click on Run Temporary Application, a little screen up here, like when you download something, it's downloading an extension, but it's temporary, remember. So you can click on the temporary application. If you do not see this temporary application box right here, you might have a pop-up blocker. So this is where you would click up here, and there usually will be a little indication as to whether or not you have a pop-up blocker. So you would simply click on it and say allow. So that will allow this temporary application to download onto your screen. And don't worry, it's just temporary. So once you get these steps down, step 1, run temporary application. Step 2, physically click on the temporary application so that it starts going. You will come to this screen where it says join. Once you join the event, the default for all Webex events is that default you are muted and your video is turned off. And that is just how the Webex events are set up as default. If it was a Webex meeting, your camera and your audio would be under your control. So you would be able to turn on both and turn off both. So that's the difference between a Webex event, which we mostly use for our Power Hour series, or a Webex meeting, which we sometimes use. So this is Webex in a nutshell, and I'm happy to answer questions when you have them. The next application that I want to share with you is Zoom. So today we are using Zoom. So congratulations, you're able to join us. So thank you. So you went through the proper steps of signing on to Zoom. If you do not know the website, you can simply Google Zoom right here on this browser. And this is going to bring you to our Zoom page. From here, you can join Zoom. You can join a Zoom meeting if you've been invited to a meeting simply from the web browser. So you just click Join Meeting. Then you would enter the meeting ID, which on the next page I did, and then you would click Join. When you click Join, this box will pop up, and you can either open Zoom meetings, or if you want to install Zoom onto your desktop, you can download Zoom right here. So I'm going to go back to my PowerPoint and show you joining a meeting. So you have multiple options. You can either join a meeting through your web browser by entering the meeting ID and the password, or you can download the application to your desktop. So those are 2 options for you. The next step that I want to show you is, let's say if you want to schedule a Zoom call with all of your friends, and you say, I'll schedule a Zoom call for all of us. You can simply, log into your Zoom account, and you'll see your little thumbnail here. It's a picture of you. So you know that that's your Zoom account. Simply go to Schedule. When you click Schedule, this box will pop up, which says Schedule Meeting. And then you can enter the name of your meeting, the date, time. The default will generate a password for you. So if you want to use the same password for all of your meetings, let's say, you can click here and say, this one says, oh gosh, it's like personal meeting password. And then it gives you the option to create a password that might be easier than what the system defaults and gives to you. And then once you are settled with everything, you can have the option to have the video and the audio automatically turn on when your guests join you. You can absolutely do that. And then you press save. From there, the meeting has been scheduled. So what do you want to do next? You want to send an email to all of your friends, inviting them to join the meeting. From there, you can go to step 3. step 3. And if you go back to your home page right here on your step 1, and you click on meeting, you can then see the meeting that's scheduled. You can either copy the invitation, you can edit the invitation if a date and time has changed, or you can send it as an email. These are the options that are available to you when you join the Zoom call. If you're having technical issues with your microphone or your video, the first thing to do is just click the down arrow or the up arrow and see where and select a microphone. You can use it as your system or your speakers. From there, you can, if you're having technical difficulties with your video, you can do the same thing. Click the down arrow, see if your video is linked or synced with your laptop. If those are not issues, I would recommend rebooting your system. That usually fixes the issue. From there, if you want to do a screen share like I'm doing right now, just simply click on the green arrow that says screen share, select the first one because this allows you to share your entire home screen so that you can go and share whichever screens you like. To stop screen sharing, you'll see a stop button at the top of your screen. And this is where you would stop share and it would bring you back to the screen where you had all of the participants, the first screen. If you want to do a recording like we're currently doing as well, there is a button if you're the host that says record. And once you press the record button, the system itself will say recording has started. And then to stop the recording, you simply press stop. And when the meeting ends, the video will generate itself and it will save it on your computer. And now you have the opportunity to sort of tell Zoom where to save your files, the Zoom file. So to do that, you go back to your home page, click on the settings option, go to recording, and really choose the path where you want it. So you would click change, and then you would just select, I always recommend saving it to your desktop because it's the easiest way you can find it. So click desktop, press OK. And now your Zoom account knows that whenever you're doing a recording, when the file is done generating and downloading from Zoom itself, it's going to save it where you tell it to save. So if you pick desktop, it's easy for you to sort of move it or transfer it. So that gives you the option. The other options that Zoom provides is the options and chat. So when you joined and you saw the participant list at the bottom, you saw, if you were the host, you saw invite all. So if you click on invite, you can copy the link and invite anyone while the meeting is occurring. If you are interested in, altering the options that are available to you when you're the host, you can simply click on the dot, and it will bring up this screen. And then from here, you can choose whether you allow the participants to unmute themselves, whether you want to enable a waiting room, or you allow people to just share screen, all of those opportunities. If you want to do a chat, you simply click on the chat box and you can start chatting with everyone or a specific person. I think it gives you that ability. So that's Zoom. So from here, I'm going to stop sharing my screen, and then I'm going to have Jason take over. So Jason's going to share his tips.
Wonderful. Thank you, Sue. As she said, my name is Jason Wright. I am going to be a junior at St. John's University, and I've been working for the Office of Gift Planning for about 2 years now. 2 years has flew by, definitely. But today I've been fortunate enough to show you guys some unique tips and tricks on the iPhone and how to kind of navigate Facebook a little bit better. And I just want to apologize in advance if I'm stuttering a little bit or if I'm having trouble speaking. I just got a tooth removed yesterday. So just bear with me if I'm going too fast or if I'm slurring my words a little bit. Please don't hesitate to let me know so. But I'm going to do my best, and I'm hoping that you guys can get a lot of information out of what we have planned for you with the iPhone. And so what I'm going to talk about with the iPhone, Just a couple of unique tips and tricks. I screen recorded it so you guys would be able to follow along with me. What I have planned for you guys, such as downloading an app, how to set up your email and to send emails, how to incorporate your calendar and your reminders onto your phone. I know that there are a lot of people who are very schedule oriented, where they have to have it written down on a calendar just like this. Oh, it's white, so you can't really see it. Or like a piece of paper just to see what they have for the day by day. But the iPhone and as well as the Android you are able to explore other options and just to become more tech savvy. You know, I feel like every day technology is enhancing, it's improving, and I'm still trying to get with the times as well. So let me just not waste any more time and explain to you. Again, if I'm going too fast, please don't hesitate to let me know. So this is my personal home screen on my iPhone. And I want to download the Gmail app because that is my preferred way of receiving and sending emails. So what I'm going to do right here is I'm going to open the App Store. So I'm going to open the App Store. I'm going to click on it, and I'm going to go all the way down to the bottom right to the search engine, and I'm going to type in Gmail. I'm going to wait for that to load, and I'm going to see, oh, Gmail is right here. I'm going to click on the app, and you can see what's new about it, the previews, the ratings, and how it is. And on this bottom right corner right here, I had the download. Since I already had this downloaded onto my phone, I just had it processed with no problem. If this would be your first time purchasing Gmail, which is for free, if you wanted to download Gmail, you might have to put in your iTunes credentials or your login to download it. So as I'm waiting for this to download, I'm going to open it right now. And again, as you can see, I had a Gmail account already. So I'm going to click sign in, but you're not going to get this page because this is the first time you have downloaded it. So this is the page that you're going to see. So if you have a Google account, you're going to click Google. iCloud, you're going to click your iCloud. If you prefer your Hotmail, Yahoo, they have the preferences of that too. So just for the sake of it being my Gmail, I'm going to use my St. John's Gmail account. And you're going to see something very interesting here. You see how I have my Face ID. So what iPhone has on, I believe, iPhone 11 and above, you have Face ID where the phone could register to your face and you can have your password saved. I know personally for me, if I write my password down in a notebook or on a sticky note, 9 out of 10 times I'm going to lose it. What iPhone and Android have specifically is if you put it into this keychain, as they say on iPhone, you can write your username or your email down alongside with your password. The iPhone will recognize what you are using and it will automatically put in all of that information for you. So as you can see, I'm going to put in my password with my Face ID. So we can show you a little bit if you are interested later on how to set that up. We can absolutely show you how to do that. But just for the sake of it, I'm going to just show you a little bit on how to navigate Gmail. And you can see we have a couple of emails starred, a couple of them read. And I'm going to send an email from my phone right now. And we're going to tie this into the calendar and the reminders. So I want to send an email to myself. I'm curious. I want to go to lunch tomorrow with my associate. So I'm going to, oh, what the heck happened? I apologize. Awesome. So sorry about that. So I'm now typing an email off of my phone with the subject and my recipient to asking, in essence, myself to go to lunch tomorrow. So it's very important to, specify everything in the email. What do you want to do? When do you want to do it? Time, location, etc. So now I'm sending myself an email. And so as you can see, Do I want to go to lunch tomorrow? Aquista's at 11:45. So what do? I'm going to go into my calendar app and I'm going to put in my description what I'm going to do. And I have lunch tomorrow with St. John's. And you can add your location. You can add a start time. You can end the end time. You can end, oh, is this going to repeat on a weekly basis, a bi-weekly basis? So as you can see right now, I'm setting up my time for what I want. And you can also invite an attendee through your email. And this right here is also showing you can set alerts. So if I needed the reminder, oh, on my phone, I have lunch with St. John's in 2 hours, I can set that. If I need another reminder, I could also set that. So it also keeps you engaged just in case that you forget. But there was something that I needed to do tomorrow before I went on this lunch. And before I even do that, don't forget to add your location. When you add your location, it will also implement into your Google's map or your maps that you have on your phone. It will tell you when to leave so you can arrive at your destination at the proper time, which I think is very unique and very cool that iPhones are able to do that. But going back to what I was saying was I knew I want to go grocery shopping tomorrow. I need to go grocery shopping before I do anything. Let me put it in my reminders app. So I'm going to set a reminder to myself right now to go food shopping before I do anything tomorrow, before I go out for my lunch. So I'm going to put it down as a date because I need to do that. I can have the time designated. I can have it repeat whenever I want. And I could also set the priority on it. I don't know why. Sometimes technology is a pain. I apologize. So what I'm doing right here is I'm setting, again, the time. I could repeat it and the priority of it. If it's a high priority, it's a high priority. If it's a low priority, it's a low priority. So these are some cool, unique tips and tricks that we can do on iPhones just to, help us out a little more in our day-to-day lives. And what I'm going to show you right now, which we're going to transition to in a little bit, is kind of the social media aspect of it. A lot of people have phones not only for text messages and phone calls, but to keep up to date with social media. And what we're showing you right here is the iPhone perspective and the phone perspective of how Facebook looks. Facebook on the computer and Facebook on the iPhone have a very different look to it. So now what I want to do is I want to nicely transition into Facebook, social media. What's the hype all about? Why should I buy into the hype? Why should I make a Facebook account? And let me tell you, they made Facebook for people to reconnect and rekindle old relationships that you could have had in high school. Whereas, I had a good old buddy of mine that they went off and got married. They changed their last name because they got married. I don't know how to get in contact with them. That's what Facebook was made for. And just as time has overlapsed, it has just become so much more than just rekindling friendships and showing people what you're up to. There's so much to it. And I'd like to show you how to simply make an account first and foremost. And again, if there are any questions, if I'm going too fast, please do not hesitate to let me know. So what I want to do is show you how to make a Facebook account. And again, it's very quick and easy, and it's accessible on your computer. It's accessible on your iPad. It's accessible on your phone. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a Facebook account for Johnny Appleseed. So I'm going to type that in you guys can see my screen. Okay, no problems. Okay, thank you. And then I'm going to add my phone number and my password. Again, make your password something that you can remember. If you have to write it down, if you want to set it up in your iPhone, you can even add it in your notes as a keychain, not a problem. And we're going to put our birthday. And my birthday is not March 11th, but just for the sake of it being, my birthday is March 11th, 1999. You can end your gender if you prefer. So let me just show you what it looks like inside Facebook after we get all of that out of the way. So this is our McAllen page, our McAllen Society page for St. John's University. If you're not following it, by the way, I highly advise you do. We post very good content. We have a retirees page, a McAllen Society page, an 80s page. We have a lot of things that we post to like to keep you guys engaged. So if you need help setting up a Facebook account, you got to make sure to try to find us and give us a thumbs up as well so you can keep up to date. But besides all of that, let me show you what Facebook really is. It shows you have a nice cover photo. You have a nice background, a header. So you can make that, you can customize it to your liking. And you can add a little biography about yourself. Describe who you are. Maybe you were trying to rekindle a couple of old friendships and people want to know about you, such as where are you working? Where did you go to high school? Did you attend college? Where are you currently residing right now? What's your hometown? Because maybe if you live in Queens, New York right now, you grew up in Staten Island, and that's where people know you from. So I went to Tottenville High School in Staten Island, hypothetically, but now I'm residing in Queens and I have children and I have a big family, and I see my old buddy Todd from Tottenville High School. Oh, I want to rekindle with him. And I could see that from the overview. You could, again, your workplace, your education, your places that you've lived, contact and basic info. Where are my family and relationships? I could add my friends on here and I can see up to date with what they're doing. So right here this is kind of like the feed page where you can post, people can interact, people can see what you're doing, and you could vice versa. You could see what other people are doing. So this is kind of just the feed that I'm looking at right now. I like Thurman Munson. This is a great Yankee legend. So say if I want to interact with it, I'm going to like it. I can like it, love it, care for it, laugh at it, wow, be sad or angry about it. Obviously, I want to like it. So I'm going to give that a heart. And I could also comment, this is wonderful if I really wanted to, but for sakes, I'm not going to do that. But just to show you guys. And this is what we posted. You don't want to miss out on this. And if you saw this or if you're on it, congratulations. You're a step further than you thought you were in Tech 101. So round of applause for that. But what Facebook I also wanted to mention was, I know I said it was made for just rekindling friendships, but let me tell you, the way that it has expanded with having a marketplace. It's a little eBay now. You want to buy a $10,000 2011 Mercedes, go right on the Facebook marketplace. You can join groups. Say if I wanted to, I was an alumni from the 80s, from St. John's, and I wanted to look at the St. John's 80s page. Oh, what's this? I can click this button right here and I can join it. And I can also post in it if I decide to. I can also see what other people are posting, and I can be engaged with my fellow classmates from the 1980s. And it's such a unique way to, again, divide up if you want your friends and you want certain groups, and you can have your notifications set up too. If, hey, my mom posted something. Hey, somebody in my 80s page posted something, and you can interact that way too. And it's phenomenal. And what else does Facebook have to offer? You can see the weather if you really wanted to. You can, where's jobs? I'm looking for jobs. You can also look for jobs if you really wanted to on here. It's a LinkedIn as well. It's a LinkedIn. It's an eBay. It's a FaceTime. It's a text message with messengers. And if you were familiar or not familiar with Messenger, it's kind of, excuse me, I'm sorry. It's similar in regards to text message or WhatsApp, and you could communicate that way too. You can look at the COVID-19 Information Center. Fatima is going to talk a little bit about COVID-19 and how you can access your card onto your phone so you don't have to carry it around. But it's also good to run ads on. A lot of people are now running ads for small businesses on Facebook as well, which is a very phenomenal way to explore and expand somebody's company as well. And again, you could also personalize your page just as I had here. You can make it your own, make it unique, and you can add friends. You can join groups, and it's just a very phenomenal way to stay in touch with fellow peers and friends. And that's pretty much it with Facebook. Thank you guys so much. And now I'm going to turn it over to Nicole, who is going to talk on the Android side of things. And she's going to go, I believe, over Gmail on the computer. So I'm going to turn it over to Nicole now.
Thanks, Jason. So well, first off, my name's Nicole Ziegler. I'm a double alumna from St. John's University, and I'm the former graduate assistant from the Office of Gift Planning. So today I'm going to show you how to download an app on your Android phone, how to use Gmail on your computer, and as well as this new application that is internet-based, which is WeTransfer. So I'm going to share my screen. 1 second. Oops. All right. So I'm going to go through these slides a little quickly because I do have a screen recorded video of my phone showing how to download an app on an Android phone. So first things first, when downloading an app on an Android phone, you have to locate the Google Play Store, which looks like this. And then once you find that app, you're going to click into it and it automatically brings you to the For You page where you can look for top trending, top charts, top free, etc. And then you can last but not least search for a specific app you're looking for. So when you finally decide what app you want to get, so let's say I want to download Alto's Odyssey. I'll click into it and then it will bring me to the reviews, how many people have downloaded this, and then, oh, I want to install it. I'm going to click this green button, install it, and you will automatically be installing it to your cell phone, and it will open up on your home page. It will either go to your home page, your apps menu page, which you can swipe down and pull to it, or you can just open the app directly from the App Store. So now I'm going to show you this quick little video of how to download onto your phone. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to download an app on an Android phone. So first thing you're going to do is find the Play Store app on your phone. You're going to click into the Play Store, and what comes up first is your For You page, which will show you things based on your recent activity and that are suggested for you. You can then click the top charts and find the top free apps based on all categories. You can change top free to top grossing or top paid just by clicking those buttons. So we're going to go back to top free. You can also change the categories to look for certain things like entertainment apps, and you can find Disney Plus and many other apps. So I'm going to search for a specific app I want to download. So today we're going to look up Zoom. I'm going to type in Zoom and press search. What comes up then is the most recent and most used app for that application. So this is what I want. I want Zoom. So I'm going to click install. It's going to show that it's pending, and it shows the percentage of how far along it is. Once it's done installing, you can either open it right from the Google Play Store and click open, or you can then find it on your home page.
So that was a quick, easy little video on how to download an app on an Android. Let me close this a little and then we can continue. So next we are going to
Okay, so
technical difficulties. Always have it no matter how long you have used the internet. You can always have technical difficulties. So now I'm going to show you how to create a Gmail account on your computer. So to create a Gmail account on your computer, the first thing you're going to do is go to www.gmail.com. From there, you're going to press create an account. If you don't already have one, if you have a Gmail account, that's great. And you can already sign in with your email, your password, and you can send emails, share photos, attach paperwork, everything. But say you don't have a Gmail account and you want to create one. You're going to click create an account. And then this will bring you to all the required information they want you to input. So you're going to input your name, make an email address you can remember, create a password that's case sensitive, strong. They will give you prompts on how to do this. Usually it's like 8 characters long, putting some numbers and maybe some symbols in, but make sure you can remember it or always write it down. Add your birthday, etc. And then you created your account. Next, you will then review Gmail's terms and services and their privacy policy. So you're going to, once you read through or skim, whatever you please, check off the box and then click next step. And then you created your Gmail account on your laptop. And then it will automatically bring you to the welcome page. There's also a recovery option that's optional. You don't have to do it if you don't want to, but sometimes it's good. Say you don't want to forget your password or feedback. Okay, so say the recovery option. So the recovery options are really helpful if you forget your password or if someone tries to access your account. So you can put your phone and then make sure no one can have access to it. Next, we're going to talk about WeTransfer. So WeTransfer is a cloud-based online platform designed to allow you to transfer different types of files for free to other users on the internet. So WeTransfer is basically really known for being able to transfer big files to your friends through email. So it's quicker than sending a text message to someone. And then if you have an iPhone or an Android phone and you happen to send pictures back and forth, sometimes the quality isn't always clear, and that's because they use different processing systems. So, and on an Android phone, the iPhone pictures would be blurry and vice versa. So WeTransfer makes it great and it's user friendly, so everyone can get the pictures in high quality. So with WeTransfer, you can either create an account to send files or just transfer them without an account. So if you want to create an account, I recommend you just using the free one because there's no reason to pay for Pro because you can do everything that you need to with the free account. Create an account is very simple, and all you have to do is this will pop up for your Pro. Press create a WeTransfer account and then plug in this information. So write your email, your first name, and password, and create your WeTransfer account. And then it will prompt you to this page, which would be adding your files to send to a specific person. So say I want to email this to Jason. I'm going to write Jason's email here. I'm going to then confirm my email address here. I'm going to title it, message it, make sure all my files I want are there, and then transfer it to Jason. So then Jason will get an email saying, oh, you have a WeTransfer from my email address. And then he can click on it, download it, and it will be on his device. What the great thing with this is you can send it to the person, and then you can see when they downloaded it, if they saw it and whatnot. And the only downside is you have 7 days for that person to download the file. Otherwise, you're going to have to resend it to them again so they can get access to it. But it's great because it won't stay in the cloud for long. It's only 7 days and it's gone. And another thing which is great is for any computer you want, oops, let me go back. So say I want to go to WeTransfer and I want to bookmark this page because, let me bookmark something I don't already have. So Zoom. I want to bookmark Zoom so it's easy. I don't have to type it all the time when I want to access it. So I will go into Zoom. I will press this star button, which will bookmark it. And I want to add my bookmark. So you can change the name. So I'm going to say, call it Zoom. Easy. Add it to my bookmark. And then it will come up on your apps and your page right here, and it will automatically show your Zoom bookmark will be right there, so it's easy access moving forward. So now I'm going to pass it along to Fatima, who will talk about the Excelsior app and Instagram.
Thank you, Nicole. So hi everybody, my name is Fatima. I'm gonna be an incoming junior this year, this fall, and I've been with the gift planning team since the beginning of my freshman year. So it's been a really quick journey, as Jason said, but it's been really fun. So let me start sharing my screen. Oh, so that's not letting me. Oh, okay, never mind. That's working now. Sorry, guys. Okay, so really quickly, as we know, our city is continuing to open up at like post-pandemic time. But one of the things that we frequently are asked for is like vaccination, proof of vaccination. And we can just carry around our COVID card, but I think it's easier to have a virtual form of it in our wallet. So then, as of right now, New York State has created an Excelsior wallet app, which allows you to carry your COVID card with you virtually. And it's really simple to download. So the first step is to download the app. It's called New York State Excelsior Pass Wallet app. You can get either from the Apple Store or the Google Play Store, depending on which phone you have. You simply just launch the app first. Okay, so next, once you open up the app, you're gonna see the terms and conditions as well as the privacy policy. So you're gonna want to quickly skim through those, accept the terms and agreement, and then continue on. So the first step that they're going to ask you is how to get a pass. You simply click the button. They're going to have a button. If you're doing it on your phone, it's going to say get my pass. And once you click on it, it'll take you to a web page where you can download the pass. So there's a couple of options of what type of pass you can get. I suggest the Pass Plus because it includes all the details of your vaccination. So like your dose 1, dose 2, when you got it, where you got it. So yeah, it has like all the information and it's just easier to have it all in one place. So once you click that, you press get the Pass Plus, they're gonna ask you for some basic information such as your first name, last name, date of birth, zip code, phone number, and they're gonna check the I'm not a robot box and continue. Then you'll be asked to verify your identity. So they'll ask questions like date of the final dose of your vaccination. So like, if it's like a Pfizer or Moderna, then when was your second dose? If it's Johnson, it's just the 1 dose. And then they'll ask you which vaccine did you receive? And then lastly, they're gonna ask you to verify your identity. So the verification usually happens through your phone. So if you'll give them your number and then they'll send you a text. So I added mine here. So I give them my number and then they text me a code. It's a 6-digit code. You simply enter it and then press confirm, and then they'll automatically give you your pass. So your pass is going to look like this. It's going to have your name, your date of birth, and then dose 1, dose 2, the dates you got it, and it'll also say which one you got. So once you have this screen, you're going to click the bottom box right here. It says add pass to your wallet. And once you do that, it'll be automatically added to your wallet. So as soon as you open up the app on your phone, you'll have access to your thing. It'll be a barcode. So if you go anywhere and they ask for your vaccination, you can simply show them that. They can scan it, they can read it through. Makes life a lot easier. Okay, so the second thing that I wanted to speak about is Instagram. So Instagram is a lot like Facebook because they are actually owned by the same company. So there's a lot of similarities, but I still want to run through some of the different things that it includes. So again, the first step would be to download the app. So you can get it from the Apple App Store, Google Play Store, whichever your phone has, and you launch the app. Sorry. So one of the good things about Instagram is that if you already have an existing Facebook account, you can link the two. So you would just sign in with your Facebook account, and that would automatically create an Instagram account for you. But if you don't have a Facebook account or you want to create a separate Instagram account, you have to sign up. So you can do that either with your email address or a phone number. So for those who are creating a new account, they're going to require a username and a password. You can also add a profile photo as well as some personal information. So you can have like your first name, last name, a personal website, a little bio, anything you want to include. All right, so then moving on to how to follow people on Instagram. So there's a search icon. Once you click on it, you'll have the option to type in any name you want. So whether you're looking for a friend, a business, a group like college. So for example, if we were to look at St. John's McAllen, that's our McAllen's page, we would type that in, you would see this icon pop up, you would press it, and then you would see this blue button that says follow. Once you click on that, that account will be added to your account and you'll be able to see any posts that we make. I'd really suggest following us because we do little snippets of like events that we have. We also promote promote events that we have, also post pictures of events that we did have so you get to see like what we're doing, and also like little university updates as well. Okay, so now moving on to how to post things. So there's a plus arrow. There's a plus icon. Once you click on that, you have the option to either go through your personal phone library, so any photos or pictures you have there, or you can take a picture or video on the spot. So say like you're outside right now and you want to take a picture, you can do that as well. But you also have the option of going through your pictures. So once you choose an image, Instagram has a bunch of filters and editing tools that you can use to apply to your pictures to make it, whatever you want to put out there. And once you've done that, you have the option of adding a caption. You can tag people. So if there's someone in your picture or like someone who would like the place you went to, you can tag them as long as they have an Instagram account. So you would simply press the tag people and then you would search their name or type their name. You can also add a location. So for example, this picture was in Boston, so they added Massachusetts, Cambridge, Massachusetts, a specific area of where that picture was taken. And again, because Facebook and Instagram are linked, you have an option of turning this toggle on. So what that does is once you post to Instagram, it will also automatically share the same post to Facebook. So you got the same thing done at once. So another cool feature of Instagram is that they let you upload stories. So there's this camera button on the top left corner of the page. And once you're there, you can either, once again, take a picture or video live like right then, or you can go to the little square on the bottom left corner and I'll let you go through your camera roll so you can choose something from there. Once you've selected a picture, there's multiple features you can add to it. So if you were to click on this smiley face icon, you can add things like location, a hashtag, a timestamp, where you are, like little stickers to make the picture more fun or interesting. You can also select the pencil app, which would let you draw or write on your picture, or just like the AA icon, which would let you type anything you'd want to say. So lastly, how do we interact with people's posts? So this is an example of our McAllen page. This is a post that we recently made. Our McAllen member just went to Clovis Point Vineyard earlier last week. So we made a post on this. So how would you interact with this? You can simply double tap the picture on your page, or you can press the heart, both of which will like the picture. You can click the speech bubble, which will allow you to make a comment. And lastly, their arrow button will allow you to either add the post to your story. So if this is a picture that you like, or you're in it and you want to post it to your followers as well, you simply add it to your story, and then your people who are following you can also see that. Or you can send it to someone specifically. So for example, I want to share my post with Susan Damiani. I would simply click her name and then click send. And then that'll pass it on to her in the case that she doesn't follow the McAllens. But yeah, that's all. So thank you guys. And if you have any questions, please let us know.
Thank you so much. We hope that you enjoyed the presentation, and feel free to ask questions. You can unmute yourself and ask us any questions. The video will be shared later this week via email, so you'll have it to keep and sort of review certain sections if you want to. And if you have any other questions, you can always feel free to email us at giftplanning@stjohns.edu. or you can call our office at 718-990-8423. We will definitely be in touch. But yes, questions are welcomed. Anyone? Any takers? Okay, I think we're good. Does any of our presenters have any questions? Or, what is the, I'll ask a question. What is the one tip that you would give to everyone in terms of what are certain apps that you would recommend that everyone download today if they don't have it already? Is it Instagram? Is it Facebook? Zoom, Webex?
I would say both Instagram and Facebook, so you can keep up to date with all of our news, and also like following the college pages or anything that you're interested in, like current news things too. You can trend both of those. Also Zoom or Webex, if you do attend our power hours, or if you attend meetings in general, those are like helpful tools to have because it makes logging in and joining a lot easier.
Great, thank you. Thanks, Fatima. Yes, Jason.
To add on what Fatima said in regards to your question, especially some of the apps that I showed you with, setting up your email account so you could get notifications. Really try to utilize the calendar app to the best of your abilities, your reminder app to the best of your abilities. It's definitely helped me, for someone who is very schedule oriented, to really see how I need to plan out my day and what I need to prioritize that day and whatnot. So calendar, the reminder app, the health app is also pretty cool and unique. It helps you see how much you need to sleep. You are able to put in some information of your height, your weight, your calorie intake and whatnot if you're really into that stuff. But that's also another app that I also find very interesting and kind of keeps me balanced personally. So take a look into that as well.
Wonderful. Thank you. Thank you. Thanks, Jerry. So also try GroupMe. Okay, we'll try GroupMe then.
Yeah, GroupMe is more of like it's kind of a WhatsApp. So,
Okay.
yeah, I've used it before in the past. I do find it enjoyable.
Oh, good. Great. Well, thank you everyone for joining us today. I hope that you have enjoyed our presentation and enjoyed what we shared of what we've learned this past year, and as we're learning, as we continue to learn. And I hope you join us on our next Power Hour. More details to come, but if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to us. We're always here with open arms, and we will speak soon. Take care, everyone.
Thank you, everybody.